Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Ask Coach Marie. I'm Marie O'Neill, founder of Padma Life Coaching, and your host on this series. This is the place where you ask a question and I give my unique opinion as a life renewal coach, astrologer, and past life regression facilitator. Please know that I am not a therapist and I will never tell you what you must do. Each week on Friday, a new video is released with me answering 2 questions from the viewers. In addition to those 2 questions, I talk about various other life renewal topics. Let's go ahead and get started with the questions for this week. Our first question comes from David, who is in Chicago, Illinois. I've been really struggling with comparison lately. Social media makes it easy to see everyone else's highlight reel, and I feel like my life pales in comparison. How do I break free from this cycle of comparison and focus on my own journey? Very good question, David. It's amazing how many people have this particular issue. The first thing that you have to realize is on social media, most people are putting the positives forward when they are posting on social media. And because of that, you really don't know what's going on with them. But even if life is positive and life is great for other people, it's of course, as you know, better not to compare yourself to other people. One of the things that you can do is look at who you're following on social media. Are they people you respect? Are they people who fit with who you are? You want to cull your list of followers to make sure that they fit what it is you want for yourself. Another thing is to understand that you are in your own unique position. You do have a journey. It is your journey. It is specific to you. Your soul knows what it wants to accomplish through you or through the incarnation that is you. Other people, they have their own trajectory. It's okay to look at what other people are doing, to honor them, to honor where they are or where they're not. It's a whole nother thing to think that you need to be doing what they are doing. As you know, they have their own journey. Look at your list and see who you're following. You might also want to take a break from social media. I'm not saying take a permanent break. I'm saying get away from it for a week or 2. It's sometimes good to break habits like that, because when we get on social media, it's so easy to be there for hours at a time, and we go down this sinkhole of social media. And as I said, hours have gone by, and what have we accomplished? If you take a break, that's going to help you with the reset. You also want to think about how your emotions when you're watching social media, when you're watching your feed, and when your emotions fluctuate based on what it is you're actually viewing. So those are the suggestions that I have. Please let me know what you decide to do, but you're right. It's better not to compare yourself to others. It's much better if you can know that you have your own trajectory and that your trajectory has nothing to do with someone else. All right, send me your comments, or at least put your comments below in the comment section, letting me know how you are getting on. All right, our topic for today is setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. This is one of those issues that a lot of people also have. Have you ever found yourself saying yes to something that you really didn't want to do? Well, that's a boundary issue. And it's something that you need to look at. There's physical boundaries, mental boundaries, there's emotional boundaries, time boundaries. And when you're looking at each of these, you have to look at what is going to work for you, which means that you need to do a bit of contemplation. to find out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. What is your value system? If someone is violating a boundary that you have for yourself, how do you remedy the situation? It's going to be much better for you to come up with how you're going to remedy the situation before it actually happens. For example, if someone is asking you to loan them money, but you know that the person has a problem paying back money, or you do not want to loan them money, then it's best to come up with a plan of action before you're even asked. Set parameters for yourself. Look at how you're going to feel if you say yes to something that you really don't want to say yes to. What is it going to cost you in time and money in projects that maybe you're working on? It's very important to set healthy, clear boundaries. And it doesn't mean that you can't move or shift those boundaries. The thing is, if you're going to shift a boundary, there has to be an excellent reason for it. Meaning, if it's something that, say, somebody needs something and they're in dire straits and maybe you want to help and can, then you do. But you want to look at what the cost is going to be for yourself. Is it going to cost you energetically? Is it going to cost you financially? Is it worth it? With healthy boundaries, you'll find that sometimes your energy is actually higher. You're able to go through life with more joy. You are respecting yourself, because boundaries are also about respecting who you are and honoring that part of you that is all-knowing. It's a violation to allow someone else to disrespect your boundaries. You need to actually find ways to say yes. And actually, if someone is consistently not respecting your boundaries, then you want to consider whether or not that person or that group of people are friends. And what do you want to do about it? Do you want to exit the friendship? Do you want to have a conversation? I can remember years ago, I had a particular nickname that I hated, and I decided that I was going to not answer to that nickname anymore. And this goes to, if you're going to set a boundary, you need to let people know what the new boundary is. In my case, I said to all my friends and family, I am only going to answer to Marie. If you call me by this other name, don't expect me to answer. I set a clear boundary. Now, it takes a while for people to understand that you really mean it, which means that you need to make sure that you hold other people accountable. And my way of holding other people accountable with my name is to just not answer when the nickname was used. And eventually, people caught on. This is what she wants to be called. She is not going to answer if I call her by this other name. So that's something that you need to do too. Be clear with people when you're going to set a boundary. This is what you will do. This is what you won't do. And you hold yourself to it, and you hold other people to it. So I hope that helps you a bit with setting clear boundaries. All right, let's move on to our third question for today, which comes from Sarah, who is in Miami, Florida. Sarah writes, I recently started a new job that I'm really excited about, but I'm finding it hard to connect with my colleagues. I'm naturally introverted, and the office culture is very extroverted. How can I build relationship and feel more comfortable in this environment? Good question, Sarah. And thank you for sending it in. The first thing is, as an introvert, honor that you are an introvert. You want to honor that who you are and not make any apologies for being an introvert. Our world is made up of all types of people. You need to honor who you are and what you bring to the table. When you're in a new environment, it takes a while to get to know the people that you're working with. And you want to start small. Maybe go to lunch with one or two people rather than going all in, because you're not going to make yourself an extrovert, and that is not something that you want. You want to start cultivating one-on-one relationships with people and listen also to what people say. If you are a good listener, people naturally will gravitate to you because they know that you're going to listen to them. There's small ways of cultivating the relationships in a new environment. As I said, listening is a good thing. Starting small. You don't want to do anything grandiose. Even though you see the company culture as one way, that could also be a facade. If you're doing good work and you are a team player, and a team player meaning you're helping other team members, that goes a long way to cultivate relationships with your coworkers. What you want to do is communicate in an authentic way with people. You want to let them know what your needs are in the environment. Most people in work environments or even outside of work environments, most people want the best for their colleagues. And if you communicate your needs, what it is you need, then they will help you also. I'm curious about how you navigate this. This is a wonderful opportunity that you have to be in a different environment. You're going to learn and grow and develop as a person. Honor, as I said, who you are. Cultivate one-on-one relationships. Ask for what it is you need at work, because all of that will go a long way in helping yourself to assimilate into this particular environment. As I said, be a good listener and offer your help when you can to others. And they'll figure out that you are an introvert and they will also support you. That's my belief. So let me know in the comment section how everything goes, or send me an email. If you want to send an email to me, send it to padmacoach@icloud.com. All right, we have come to the end of the session for this week. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who has spent their time listening to this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe. That really does help. It helps with the algorithms and helps to get this video out to other people so that they see it. If you'd like to learn more about the services I offer, please go to padmalifecoaching.com. I have information up there on life coaching, past life regression, astrology sessions. You can schedule a session there. You can learn about what goes into having an astrology reading or a past life regression session. In addition to that, there is a 5-day free e-course on the site that is a free downloadable e-course. If you want to sign up for the email list, the 5-day e-course is a gift for doing that. If you'd like to learn more about my journey, then check out my book, And the Lotus Opened a Memoir. You can find that book on any of the online bookstores like Barnes & Noble, 8 Books, Amazon, Walmart. In my memoir, I talk about the journey that I traversed to heal trauma and to thrive in life. I am also hosting a virtual healing retreat on April 29th and 30th of this year, 2025. It's being done, of course, online, and it is really caring for the soul. It is a 2-day, 3-hour each day event happening online. There are 5 presentations that will be offered and a panel discussion. The presentations are about past life regression. There's how to enhance your intuition. There is a presentation on living your best life. There's one on lucid dreaming. I have 5 different presenters, one, of course, being myself, who will be there to host these presentations. You can find information on Eventbrite. and you would go to virtual retreats, caring for the soul. And I believe it's virtual retreats, caringforthesoul.eventbrite.com. That's a place where you go to learn more about the retreat and to register. Once again, thank you for being here. Send your questions to me at padmacoach@icloud.com. I look forward to seeing you back here next week. Bye-bye.